Getting ready. Woohoo! Now tomorrow I fast. Wow. Bro, I have been pigging out during the CNY, okay? It's not even the 2 year. It's the horse year, but I'm eating like a pig. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome in. Very intense BGM right now. we have the Deepspace Echo BGM. Hey y'all! Happy Lunar New Year! 新年快乐，万事如意，恭喜发财 everybody! How are you watching? I'm a snake baby. Nice! Nice. I feel like I shouldn't tell you my zodiac, otherwise you guys will know what born I'm in, what year I'm born. Insert Umapioy here. Yeah. So unfortunately, I was supposed to have an Umapioy cover that was coming out around this time. But due to unforeseen delays, that's going to be coming out at a not so optimal time instead. But I'm still looking forward to it. A lot of us have really worked hard to make it happen. So it will come out when it's ready, okay? I'm sorry for the delay. But yeah, guys, how have you been celebrating your Chinese New Year so far? I have so many visitations. My mom always overbooks us during this period. So I have been visiting people nonstop since last Friday. And I still have more coming up this weekend, like the entirety of this weekend and next weekend too. I don't know why she does that to me, but yeah, friends, family, all sorts of people. So I'm a busy girl over the next 2 weeks. I am so tired. Yeah. So when you guys talk about lo hei, I was thinking, man, I've had so many different kinds of lo hei. So far, I haven't been surprised at anything. Cinnamon in lo hei is not uncommon, though it happens. I think the weirdest ingredient I've seen in lo hei this year was dragon fruit. Like little tiny cubes of dragon fruit, but it tasted really good with the entirety of like the lo hei platter that it came with. I don't know. I feel like we can make our own lo hei. I feel like some of the ingredients are interchangeable. Another thing I really liked was like dry orange skin. Just small little bits of dry orange skin in it instead of pomelo. I really dislike pomelo. So I'm really glad whenever they have lo hei with no pomelo. Cinnamon is weird to me because I associate cinnamon with desserts. Oh yeah, the dragon fruit was really nice. And we had usually recently the lo heis I've been seeing have been putting like sliced fish, usually like salmon. But recently I saw one with abalone. It was really sweet and good. My lo hei had longans and abalone. Wow, that's so luxurious. Man, I wonder what kinds of different variations of lo hei there are and whether there's like a best one. Because honestly, I think if we could come up with like the best combination lo hei, like the best tasting lo hei ever, we would make so much bank during Chinese New Year, not gonna lie. Fishy rubber? Yeah, a little bit fishy rubber. Okay, so I'm gonna admit that I ate a lot today. Okay, I ate a lot for lunch, I ate a lot for dinner, and now I'm slowly slipping into a food coma. So if I am a little bit tired today, I apologize. If I'm not as energetic, I apologize. But so much. We ate, we had like some home cooked food at night, like including like chap chai, yellow curry, and like salted duck soup with rice. So that's of course pretty carb heavy. It makes me very sleepy. And then in the afternoon, my mom hosted and she ordered kebabs. Oh yeah, but the kebabs, it was like an over order of kebabs. There were at least 50 servings of food for about 35 people. So there was a full 2 trays of food left that was not eaten. But apart from that, there was also desserts. There was also the CNY snacks. There was just like so much, right? So I'm definitely eating in abundance, even though I'm not. I'm trying to. I'm supposedly cutting down on eating, but it's not working out for me. Not today. I heard it somewhere. Lily Hime says that they say if you're well fed, you're gonna have lots of wealth and luck. I feel like that's plausible, but I don't know where it's from either. In any case, I'm definitely hwatting in the food department. I eat a lot, huh? What about you guys? What have you been chowing down? There is so much food and there is so much more that it's gonna be eaten too. So I'm low-key scared that they're just gonna see how it plays out. Pineapple tarts. Oh man, I love pineapple tarts. Pineapple tarts are really good. I remember there was one year where my mom basically threw me with this aunt that none of us liked, and we made pineapple tarts together. But that aunt, she was like evil incarnate. Okay, this was like my uncle's second or third girlfriend that he was living with. I thought she was okay, but my cousins who were the daughters of said uncle said that she was like the devil. She was terrible. She was like super suffocating when she was with them, and she was like kind of cruel too. I remember my parents, because back then my mom and my uncle would have this arrangement where they kind of let each other's kids stay over if they're going on a holiday or they have errands to run or something like that, right? So one of those pre-Chinese New Year visitations to this said aunt was that my mom had, I don't know if she was like going overseas or whether they had some like grocery shopping to do or something, but she let me and my two brothers stay with said uncle and his girlfriend and their sons and daughters. And she was making pineapple tarts, and I remember crying because when I asked her, where's my mom, where did they go, she told me, oh, they have moved back to France and they left you here, so you're staying here with us forever. Why would you tell that to me? And she never told me like the actual reason why I was staying with them. She was evil. I was like crying, sobbing. I thought that my parents left me with her forever. And she didn't tell me the truth until my mom came to pick me up. So yeah, that lady's kind of weird. I'm glad that they broke up eventually. Why do we have an I'm single redeem? It is a sick joke. It's a really sick joke. Because, like, my mom probably told me and I forgot, like, why I was staying with them. But, yeah. I feel like I just joined in the middle of a crazy story. Not really that crazy. It was just an adult being cruel to me, I guess, when I was younger. I genuinely had no idea where my mom and dad were going. But they left me with my aunt and my uncle for the day or the night. And we were making pineapple tarts. And I didn't even remember the pineapple tarts tasting nice. I just remember her lying to my face and not being apologetic about it. She was just... I don't know what she got out of that, but she was terrible. Weird aunt energy. Okay, weird aunt. Also didn't like her sons. Her sons were so ill-behaved all the time, and they were swearing left, right, center. They were pretty young, too. Like, they were slightly older than me, but they were still pretty young. And they were... really rowdy kids is all I can say. I remember not liking them coming over because they would fight and they would drag me and my brothers into their fights, and then it would get physical. Like there was fist fighting. 10-year-old me was fighting with these boys. Hey, do you like traditional pineapple tarts? The one where the flour cookie base or the ones where the filling's wrapped in dough? I actually don't have a preference. Whatever shape or form it is, I feel like it's yum. Mr. King, welcome in. Good morning, 2 more days to my biggest trip. Exciting stuff. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you have a wonderful, like, celebration, dude. Draco says he may throw in hands growing up with brothers. How the thing is, I had younger brothers and we play fought, but we didn't really fight. But when these slightly older boys came into our lives, and they weren't even like my actual cousins, they were like step cousins, right? The thing is, my uncle didn't even marry this girlfriend. They were just staying together, so their sons were involved in all of our gatherings at the time. And I just remember really hating their guts. I wasn't the oldest by any means. Like, my cousins were older than me, around the same age as these boys. But they never fought with me the same way that these two would. I remember the older one being a bit more chill, and then the younger one just being a piece of shit. It was terrible. Hated him. I don't even remember why I hated him. But I remember he was just not fun to be around. He would, like, say mean things and, like, fight with me and my brothers over nothing. Like, they would be in our house playing our games and, like, misusing our controllers and stuff, and that just made me mad. Mr. King says, I'm so excited for this. I'm seeing a streamer run a half marathon there. A half marathon? Damn. Seeing the Spear Wizard of Oz show, Mule Wolf, and from... That sounds like a packed itinerary, my dude. You're gonna have an awesome time, for real. damn. Oh, right? Like, misusing my stuff in my house. You better watch yourself, Titi. Redeem Singlish mode. Hey, hi, Blooming Boba. I've never been before. I've also never been to Vegas. I feel like the closest we ever gone, I don't know, what's the Vegas equivalent of Singapore? I think you go Genting. Genting is like the gambling central of Malaysia, I feel. Genting Highlands. MBS, you gotta pay though to go in. So I don't think I would go to MBS. But if I really wanted to gamble, which I've never felt the need or want to, but I think a lot of people go to Genting to gamble, or they gamble on a cruise. I don't know. I felt like when I was on a cruise a couple years ago, right? All the lao lang all go there is just to sit at slot machine and play one. They don't even go for any of the show or go and eat or whatever. They just sit in front of the slot machine and play all day, all night. It's like I can walk from one lobby to the next lobby, right? And then come back 2 hours later and the same auntie is at the same machine. That's the kind of like Asian gambling addiction I see in the old folks on cruises. I never understood it. Gambling doesn't appeal to me personally. Have you given many ang paos this year? Yeah. Oh, today, right? I went to my mom's house and I realized that I didn't pack enough ang paos. Hear me out, okay? I had about 8 different cousins spawn within the same 4 years, so I lost track of how many babies there were. I don't even remember what their names were. There was one oldest one that I remember the name of because he was the only baby for a good 4 years before the next one came along. And I don't remember any of the rest. So when I went this year and they were all slightly more grown up, right, I could still see who belonged to who because they had pretty strong family genes. I can see this face is like this papa, this face is like this mama, right? But I don't remember any of their names except the oldest one. I felt a bit bad, but I just went around asking the little kids, hey, what's your name? How are you? And then I took notes. Okay, I took notes. And in total, I have about 9 cousins. And out of that 9, 6 of them were spawned within the same 4 years. All right? So forgive me for not remembering who your children are. But yeah, that side of the family were really they were very prosperous child-wise for a couple years. So many babies. Honestly, they're all at the age where they can all walk and talk already. So it's not too bad. I actually enjoy the little kids' company. They're all so cute and innocent, and they're very fun to be around. And I'm a very nice tete, okay? I'm not mean like my auntie, like my step auntie, who tell me oh, your parents never gonna come back for you. They go and move back to France already. You're gonna live with me forever. Traumatic, you know. Okay, Mr. King says, I'm not gonna gamble when I go though. My dad wants me to try the Wheel of Fortune slots because I want to do that when I was little, but I'm not sure. I feel okay, gambling is just a waste of money. It's not fun. Why would you do that? Just don't just use the actual money that you already have to go and actually enjoy yourself. Lily Yuri says, I have so many cousins on my dad's side. I don't see them regular, and sometimes I forget their names and faces and who their parents are and how they're related to me. Is she your step aunt if they broke up? I guess we called her our step aunt because they basically operated like a couple, but they weren't married. I can't remember which auntie was with him when he died though. I think it was one girlfriend later. Then he passed away suddenly. So afterwards we didn't. I mean, yeah, the ex auntie was already out of the picture, I believe, when my uncle passed. So, but then I don't remember who's the other one. I don't remember who's the auntie after that. Blooming Boba says, will you grow up to be a nice auntie who doesn't ask everyone when they're gonna get married? Yeah, I mean, why would I ask that? I'm more interested in what they're going to be doing now rather than oh, are you going to get married? Are you going to have children? That kind of thing. It's not my business. Although I feel that's not even a very intrusive question personally. It's a very generic question in my opinion. The way you word it makes a difference. And the thing is, we're driving to Vegas. Is it a long drive for you, Mr. King? Lily Yuri says, your uncle is oh yeah, he was absolutely a womanizer. Just like my grandfather. My grandfather had so many girlfriends, dude. He had his girlfriend and his wife living in the same house. Older people were wild, man. I'm telling ya. My papa had to deal with another woman who was sharing her boyfriend. It was crazy, okay? Yeah, so unfortunately, unsurprisingly, one of his sons turned out the same way. So that was the womanizer uncle. And that womanizer uncle was like changing girlfriends every few years. That's why I remember he's always with a different woman on. We weren't even surprised at that point. If he just changes like an auntie, we're like, oh, I guess our auntie has updated. He's gotten a new one. Living in the same house is crazy. Yeah, tell that to my grandfather, man. Gosh, it was wild. I don't know how they used to like make these arrangements, but it be like that. Have fun, y'all. Thank you so much, Draco, for coming in and for helping me shout out some people. Thank you. Have a good dinner, okay? Happy Tuan Yen Fan. Sorry for your loss. No worries. It happened a long time ago. I was really young. I think I was in primary 2 or primary 3 when he passed suddenly. I still remember it was like my mom and dad like broke the news to us very carefully because that was our very first relative that passed away since we were born. And it was difficult, but because we were kind of close to him, even though he was very problematic. Like now as an adult, like asking my mom how was he when he was younger? How was he like as an adult? Wow, he damn problematic, bro. This uncle, this uncle cannot make it on it. He'll just push responsibility to my mom, who's his younger sister, and like make her take care of mom and like their mom and dad when he feels like I cannot take it anymore. And he was kind of like verbally and physically abusive, like had anger issues basically with my cousins also. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that he was no longer in their life when they were older. But yeah, it just, that's life, I guess. The year before FaceTiming him during Raya, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lily Yuri. That was the uncle that I think we were closest to because he also taught us how to swim. We hung out with our cousins from his side quite often. But now that I think back on it and hearing my mom talk about the way that he used to behave, he was super problematic, like constantly making his problems everybody else's problems and just not having a good control over his temper. It's not the best environment to be in, so, well, sometimes life be like that. What are the odds of that happening twice? My friend's dad passed away and I last talked to him during another funeral. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, life is very unpredictable, and all the more we have to like treasure the time that we have, right? So speaking of, now that I know what we're gonna do this evening, I feel like my interests are very fickle. You know what we're gonna do, chat, tonight? We're gonna be reading Caleb's Tainted Cuts story. Life is short, and you should treasure the time you have, and you should use it wisely, but also you should use it to do the things that you like, and that includes playing Love and Deepspace if you like the game. Predator, Caleb, let's go. Yeah. Let me see if it's updated. Let me just see if my game is updated before it hits like too late to do it. So I keep getting the lads ad on Tumblr. Ooh, I miss that. I miss getting the lads ads. I started playing lads because of the ads. Predator Caleb, I'm so excited to play this story. This is like a year coming, dude. I haven't touched these cards in a year. Troy, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Woo woo. How are ya? I hope you're well. Keep on getting lads ads. Now you play so they don't. Oh, maybe that's why. Mr. King says from Texas to Vegas takes about 21 hours total, but we're gonna do is stop about 9 hours away and another 9 hours the next day. Then, whoa, that's a long drive. Stay safe. Is there lads CMY stories? Okay, yes. And the thing is, I think I'm gonna be missing this banner this year because I don't think I have the time to play through them, if I'm being honest. However, we are gonna watch it, and before I watch it, I'm gonna change into like pink because it's not very hot to watch stuff in black, or like to wear black, right, during Chinese New Year. So what we're gonna do is what is the no red Toki? I don't have red, unfortunately. Okay, mate. Okay, I have not watched the trailer for this. But let me just wait until my husband's done washing his hands because I can hear it in the back. And we don't want that in the recording. How's your day, Hime? I am so full. Red setup. Well, pink is a variation of red, so that counts, right? Zane came home after 110 pulls, bruh. You are dedicated. Recently, all of my shorts have been Zane. Coincidentally, I don't know why. How's your day? I ate too much, so now I'm very sleepy. If that answers your question. Okay, I think my iPad version needs to update anyway. So before we jump into the new, well, the old card, right? Let me just. All right, so I have not watched Mortality's Tenderness, like the trailer. I know that this is a very Chinese time in my life kind of banner. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's just watch it because I have not. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be playing this banner, but I still want to watch the trailer to see like what I'm missing. Maybe I will pull if any of the cards like catch my attention. Okay, let's go. So this is the ongoing banner that I haven't pulled for, except for the 10 free pulls where nothing came from it. Heaven and Earth compose a grateful prelude in ink. Mountains and rivers echo something, something, something. Wait, am I watching in HD? Hold on. Let's watch in HD first. Let's go for this. Yeah. Whoa, that's way clearer. Damn. Yippee! Whoa. Well, it really is like a Chinese time in my life. I finally went to China last year as well.
Are you still upset?
Oh!
That's rude.
Ooh, the long hair is so pretty. Tournament?
Since you're eager, I'll teach you.
Wow.
When you decide to be mischievous,
Is this Caleb?
remember to hide your tail next time.
My tail?
You took
Oh, my
how much?
tail.
Not afraid
But
of
why are we
frogs.
crouching behind a rock, chat? Oh, that kite is so pretty.
Remember to use
Whoa!
the maiden,
Whoa, whoa,
lest you want
whoa!
to be caught as a
Oh,
thief.
Zane! Wow, wow!
Didn't
He
you
fly
say
it!
you'd teach me how to fly a kite?
Oh my god! It is a period drama! Wait, I'm low-key a fan
Wearing
of
a
these.
mask and skulking about. You were
Ooh,
afraid of
why
that,
are we in a
but
mask?
here
It's
you
kind of
are.
spicy. Ooh! Ooh!
On a beautiful night like this,
Hi,
wouldn't it be
Silas.
nice
Two?
to have some company?
Are you asking for our company? Yes? You can have us. Wait, what? Huh? Are we flying? Did we fly?
I chose the perfect spot to release.
Ooh,
Are you
oh my
afraid?
gosh, the Princess Carrie!
Come, let's go home.
There's gotta be a flying scene with each of them. There's gotta be. Oh, Fela, Fela!
You must adapt to the situation when you
The flying through the air unassisted is a must-have in like martial arts period dramas. I love it. Ooh, why Raphael sounds so spicy? Why?
You've made the
Wait,
decision to
this
find
kind of
me.
looks like The Greatest
You're already
Showman. Do you remember
Too
that
late to
scene?
change your mind.
Oh, I love it. It's so traditional period drama, chat. Ah! This is throwing it back to like all the times I've tuned into MediaCorp as a kid. Or like was Channel 5? Channel U?
Don't give me that look.
Ah, they're flying, they're flying! Yes, I tell you already. If this kind of drama, you need to fly. And then be in each other's arms. And they won't show anything spicy because in these kind of dramas, they just don't, it seems.
It's time to change how you address me,
Oh.
princess.
Ah, he calls us princess!
Now,
No,
this girl
I'm so
remains
weak
by
for
his
that.
side more often.
Oh.
She's holding him so tight that he can barely move.
I love that.
It's
Yes.
a pleasant surprise.
The music is really good, yeah.
Behave
Oh my
and
gosh.
open your mouth.
She's so Meme Core in
So when I
Caleb's
have
cart,
things to
dude. The twin buns. Ayo, so
You'll
cute.
be placed in
Oh,
my basket.
tie us up.
Then
Wait,
I'll
what?
carry you with me.
Okay.
A fish of longing swims in the depths of my heart.
Oh, he plays the harp. That's a harp, right? It is, right?
That reaches your shores. I wish to guard.
I had no idea Lads is so Chinese, bro. It's extra Chinese this year, which I love
This custom will be
as a Chinese person. Oh, red string of fate! No way! Why is Xavier's one so beautiful? Why?
Besides, our feelings are the same.
Oh,
We'll see those distant mountains, rivers,
oh, he
and
nuzzles her.
deserts together.
Wait, this pose looks familiar. I feel like we've been in a scene where he has held us like that before.
The lanterns in the night
Was that a
sky.
cat on the lantern? So cute.
They
Oh.
only burn for
Oh.
you. And one of them will certainly catch your
Oh,
eye.
the moon in the background with him is so nice. That is such a photo-worthy moment. It definitely seems like a much tamer, like
If there's
tamer
nothing else,
cards,
You should head
you
back.
know, than tomorrow's Catch-22, which is more
I'm in
than
your
welcome
heart,
after
too.
like the wild rides they've given us last year. Carved
You're
gem
right.
heart.
Come. Let's go home.
Oh, so pretty.
How ruthless.
Zebby's third myth throwback just made me sad. Oh, was it a throwback? Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Be able to
During that scene, oh, they're going into their vanilla era. They gotta balance it out, you know. Wow, the outfits are so good. Ah! It's so good, dude. This was way better than last year's wedding banner, in my opinion. Last year's, do you remember like all of them wearing the suits with very minimal variation? This is so much more detail, and they all look distinct. Oh man, I'm so in love with Xavier's outfit, or maybe I'm just in love with Xavier, lah, huh? Oh, the hairpin on Silas though. He always looks a bit more rugged than the rest, which I love. I don't even mean him, but it's hard not to like him, lah. How did they do the 3D render like that? I don't know. But we're truly getting more and more long hair hairstyles, and it's making me wonder if we'll get like a different hairstyle at some point. Last year we got our first alternate hairstyle around this time as well. But last year's banner for Valentine's period was the Tomorrow's Catch-22 one. That, however, I wouldn't call it the Valentine's banner since it kind of overlaps with other things too. But this year's one definitely, because Valentine's Day also kind of overlaps with Lunar New Year, right? So this year's one is definitely more traditional oriented. I love it. This makes my little Chinese heart very happy. It makes my little Chinese heart very happy because it feels like they're really immersing them into the origination of the game, you know. Chinese culture themed AU. I'm so down for it, but I don't know whether I'll pull, guys. Unfortunately, I have very limited time this month, so I don't think I will. I do want to see how long the cards are, though. Let's see, because the one we're playing today, and the reason why I have to dedicate an entire stream to it, is because the Tomorrow's Catch-22 cards are all about an hour and a half long. It's been so far the longest cards that we've had in Love and Deepspace. Okay, we have about 45 minutes of content. That's decent as well, actually. Decent as well. Though I'm not sure about the story, how the stories have been for you guys. Do you have any that you really liked? Spoiler-free recommendations, please. I'll probably go and read some reviews as well and take a look at what people have to say about the cards before deciding whether or not to pull, since nowadays I'm a bit more free to play and I'm not just pulling for everything anymore, which I used to do. However, for tonight, we are going to be playing a throwback to last year, around the same period this year. We played every card except for Caleb's, so that's the one we're going to be playing. And for those who are watching this as a YouTube video, you can find it in my live segment. Okay, see ya. Raph and Caleb's were really good. Lots of yearning. It made me very happy. Ooh, okay. I think I did pick Raphael, Caleb. I think I picked Raphael, Caleb, and Silas for this banner. Even though I didn't pull yet, except for the 10 free pulls, then I had to just pick 3. Yeah. My man. My man. Okay, But unfortunately, we are not playing Mortality's Tenderness banner today because your girl does not have those cards. However, here we go. We are going to be playing some Love and Deepspace tonight, but we're not going to be playing the banner that I just showed. We're going to be playing the banner from last year. Have you saved up though? I have actually. I have been saving a lot since I decided to start becoming free to play. And okay, the thing is, I still spend on the Aurum Pass, but I don't spend on like other stuff anymore. Oh yeah, it is a bit loud, isn't it? Hold on. Is this better? Sorry about that. I'm also realizing it's quite loud. Yeah, let me know if it's still very loud. Okay, hold on. Lovely. Okay, great. So right now, as you can see, I have about 27,000 gems, which isn't a lot. I can at most try to pull for one, but I'm gonna use all of my gems if I do that. So I'm kind of waiting to see what might come next first, rather than like rush to pull these, even though it's very tempting. Yeah, I'm really tempted to pull, but it'll really take like all my gems. That's why I'm hesitant to do that lah. Huh? Even this ones, I don't spend money on any extra stuff anymore. 27,000 sounds like a lot. That's about... One temple is about 1,500? 1,500. So... 27,000. Let me do the quick math on my phone real quick. 27,000 divided by 1. I have 18 times 10. 180 pulls. I'm gonna guess the next big one would be the summer one. You should have time to save. It might be. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put the villager chat box instead on this one because I realized that it's a lot easier when I'm editing my clips. Although it's a bit...
Even though you're
It's a bit stark, isn't it?
your eyes are still energetic.
Thanks. Why are you dressed like a bear, my dude?
You're spinning up those wild and intricate wanderer hunting stories in your head again, right?
Yeah. Let me put a mild chroma key. Is this better? Yeah, okay. That is slightly better. Have fun, Himi. Hi. Gonna look after my grandma, then chow down some dinner. Have a prosperous year ahead too. See you around. Okay, as you can see, right, guys, I'm also trying to be a bit more say-so in my dressing, which is why I've decided to cover up. Because I realized that my shorts get axed immediately whenever I use this model. And I realize it's because her boob is too much. Like, I have too much cleavage on this model.
Let me guess. You're spinning
Floating text is confusing. How do the Billy people do it? Especially if it's chaotic. I usually have it for... Like, occasionally I will have it just if it's a lot of... Yeah, too much booba for YouTube and TikTok, okay? So I have decided that every stream I'm gonna change the thing that covers my breast. I change the thing that covers my breast so that my clips don't die, alright? It does have its own appeal, yeah, it does. Alright, so we're gonna be playing, however, Caleb's Tainted Cuts. And that is a spicy-ish banner, but I can promise you that the story is going to be good because all of the Tomorrow's Catch-22 cards had not missed, in my opinion. I thought that they were all really good. Not just because they were like a bit weirdly themed, but because there was genuine world building for that AU. It was what I had hoped for the Idol banner, but unfortunately last year's Idol banner didn't live up to, I think, some of our expectations. I pulled for all the cards, by the way. I actually spent money on that one. So after that, I decided that I'll be a bit more selective when I pull also. Yeah. Okay, so let's just get our dailies done, which is gonna be quite a simple affair, actually. Let me just clean up all this. Yeah, I was really hoping that they would do a full-blown AU for the Idol one, because I thought that it would be... When I first saw the cards, I thought like, oh, we're gonna be his manager or producer or something like that, right? But it ended up being an extension of actual MC, like canon MC, and some of the scenes felt a bit shoehorned in my opinion. So that was a bit sad lah, huh? But I have no doubts that they will go all out where it's necessary, and they definitely delivered with the Throne of Arrows cards. I felt that those were really good too. The world building for that was interesting, a bit Star Wars-esque, but I really like the balance of politics and romance in those stories. It was definitely a different flavor that I enjoyed with Throne of Eros. Okay, hold on, sorry. Why did I click out?
Want to have a
There we go.
contest to see
新
who
年
can
快
stay up
乐，
later?
大姐Hime. Hi, Go Geek. How are you? Can we get a
Why don't we see who
shout
can
out,
fall
please,
asleep
for
faster
Geek?
instead?
Okay. So we're gonna jump right in and go into Caleb's Tainted Cuts, which we have not played. Here it is. While tracking down a predator, I stumbled upon Caleb's secret. And this is slightly more spicy, but it's tense in a good way. So last year I played all the other cards and I didn't know that they were so long. Okay, each card was about 1.5 hours. Therefore, today I'm dedicating an entire stream just to play this card because even after 2 streams, I didn't finish all of them. So we're gonna throw it back. We're gonna throw it back to last year's Valentine's time, and we're getting back into the Predator world. I hope the stream will be safe. It's safe. It's safe. It's just a bit spicy is all. The card is so good. Can't wait to see your reaction. Me too. I'm so excited to play. All right, guys. Narrator voice is coming in. I'm gonna drink up, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I read out every line, so if I'm unable to respond to you personally, please don't be offended. That's just how the visual novel genre goes sometimes. And if you want to have something a bit more silly, tomorrow night we're going to be playing Date Everything again. So if you've been looking to watch someone play that and discover some of the dateables in the house, that's going to be fun. Same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, good luck with the female... Hello? It's what I do weekly, okay? All right. I'll be listening while working. Have fun. Thank you. I'll make this as audiobookable as possible. Though sometimes I do like have my own interjections. Okay, I apologize for that. All right. We're beginning. The sky is a dull gray. A plastic bag rustles in the wind and dances along through an empty abandoned building. Outside, it is an undeveloped patch of land. I hold my camera. I'm taking pictures of the bloodstains on the ground. Several of my colleagues from the LCBI are crouching down next to me. They're collecting samples for analysis. In the distance, a male colleague crosses the police line. He waves a document around as he runs towards me.
Here's the preliminary autopsy report. We ruled out the possibility of a wild animal attack and confirmed the perpetrator was a predator.
I take the document and begin reading through its contents 1 page at a time. Another predator? This is the 5th case this month. The onset of a headache occurs before I even realize it. The predators are a serious threat to the city. These mutated humans, when in a frenzied state, become extremely aggressive. Their physical condition, speed, and strength far surpass those of normal humans. They really are monsters. Has the victim's identity been confirmed?
He's from the security center. Unfortunately for us, he held a high position, so his personal info is classified. Our colleagues already submitted an investigation approval request to our superiors, but it'll take a while for the application to be processed.
Check the nearby residential area for the victim's movements and collect surveillance footage from around the building. Review dashcam recordings from vehicles in the vicinity, too. Aside from his personal information, we can investigate other things.
This is an active crime scene. You can't enter. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't realize it was
Oh.
here. Please.
I forgot about the mullets chat. Ah! He looks so good in a mullet, man. The commotion behind me makes me turn. A tall, familiar figure stands behind the police tape. He's putting away his credentials. Caleb, what is he doing here? Caleb, wearing a uniform and carrying a file folder, ducks under the police tape and other people look for him. The colleagues around me recognize him. Lowering their heads to focus on their task, they stop talking.
I heard there was another predator attack. I was in the area, so I thought I'd check in and see how everyone's doing.
Mr. Councilman, I thought you were swamped with work, but you have the time to see us while we conduct our investigation. As soon as the words leave my mouth, a colleague nudges my arm and shoots me a warning glance. Their eyes scream at me to watch my tongue.
The victim was a government official. It's a sensitive case. In addition, the predators have been a constant threat to our city's safety for quite some time. The government has always treated this issue with the utmost care. Let me ask a question, Enforcer. Can I get an estimate of how long it will take for the LCBI to solve this case?
I raise my camera once more and try to find the perfect angle for documenting the crime scene. We're doing our best to move as quickly as possible. Is there a timeline for the government that they are expecting us to meet?
I'm wondering when a certain individual whose life has been nothing but this investigation will finally return home. I have a few more questions. Would you mind stepping aside so we can talk privately?
I shoot a glare at Caleb before giving my camera to another colleague. My colleague sighs quietly to show their sympathy. Under their watchful eye, I remove my gloves and follow Caleb into the abandoned building. Mr. Councilman. As usual, he's holding a high position in society, huh? Caleb and I grew up together. As homeless kids in the Southern District, we wandered the streets and shared our hard-earned loaves of bread. We narrowly escaped death at the hands of predators countless times. But as we grew up, our paths diverged. He became the councilman of the city, while I became an enforcer at the Lincoln City Bureau of Investigation, or LCBI. Our different career paths often put us at odds, professionally speaking. To avoid any unnecessary trouble, we agreed to maintain a professional distance in public, but behind the facade, we have a close bond.
We haven't seen each other in ages. And this is how you greet me?
You're interfering with an official investigation right now. Consider yourself lucky I haven't asked for your removal. Besides, how did you even know I was here?
I have my ways of finding out the things I want to know.
Will filling a report about the councilman abusing his power do anything?
You might find yourself implicated. After all, you're my closest confidant.
I steal a glance at my colleague outside the building. Then I give Caleb's hand a quick, reproachful pinch. Didn't we agree to act like strangers at work? Why are you breaking the rules again? Only then does Caleb hand me the file he's holding. Puzzled, I break the seal and pull out a report. It contains the victim's personal information and a detailed record of his recent movements.
The victim often visited a certain club. It's possible the attack wasn't random. As you can see, I go out of my way to bring you crucial information. And you still keep me at arm's length.
Caleb grabs the file and pretends to take it back, but I tighten my grip and refuse to let go. Suddenly, he releases his grip on the file, grasps my arm, and pulls me toward him. His lips are near my ear.
You're awfully good at pretending we're not close. You're coming home for dinner tonight, right? Say yes, and I'll play along.
Ah, he's infuriating! I slightly lift the file folder and wave goodbye. I turn to leave. I'll be working late on the case tonight, so I can't.
Really? Awesome. I heard about this new place that just opened.
Oop. What? Huh? I quickly turn around and use the file folder to cover Caleb's mouth. I push him behind a concrete pillar. Caleb, fine. I'll have dinner with you. It feels like the setting for this story is kind of similar to main story Caleb and MC though, where she is a hunter and he is the colonel of the, what's that called? Far Space Fleet. They have this sort of distance, but they're also close. I don't know. Feels a bit like quite parallel to that, though that's kind of unsurprising. They probably didn't want to give away too much since this was Caleb's first multi-banner last year. Okay, continuing on. The LCBI immediately dispatched a team to investigate the club the victim frequented. To our surprise, the club turned out to be a massive black market. It sold information about the predators. Some rumors claimed the club was connected to a predator of the highest rank. Using his status, he maintained control over this diverse and chaotic underground world. I put down the investigation report. My mind is already racing. Was the victim killed because he learned too much about the predators during his investigation? The predators must be scared about being exposed, so they eliminated the threat. As I look up, I see the clock on the wall. It's already late.
You're still here. You must be exhausted with how you stay up late every night for this case.
Lost in thought, I barely acknowledge the male colleague who's approaching me. I nod in response and gather my things. I grab my bag and head for the stairs, but he follows me. He talks incessantly about what he did today. What a bother. When we reach the ground floor, I notice the raindrops beyond the glass doors. I didn't even know when it started raining.
You've been so focused on work that you didn't notice the weather, huh? Did you bring an umbrella? I have one. We can walk home together.
Oh, he's totally hitting on us, chat. Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I quicken my pace and try to find shelter under the building's eaves. Even though I said no, my colleague is determined. He opens his umbrella.
You always go home by yourself. You don't need to make excuses about being single. I'll have you know I'm an eligible bachelor.
I'll have you know, chat. Sound advice, don't do this to your female colleagues.
You just don't know me well enough. Why don't we take this opportunity to...
He's pushy. No need, I have no intention of getting to know you better.
Look how heavy the rain is. Let me walk you home.
Who said she doesn't have an umbrella?
Oh, he showed up at our office. Is he allowed to do that? A shadow falls over me as Caleb appears. He's holding a black umbrella. Wrapping his arm around my shoulder, he stands next to me. How did public... Weren't we supposed to be strangers in public? Caleb is not very good at playing along. The VA for this colleague is so good because I feel so grossed out right now, right? It's honestly good. A hint of a smile plays on his lips as he glances at my colleague before turning to
I
me.
thought the plan was for me to pick you up. Why are you already out here?
Was that the plan, sir?
It's pouring. I don't want you to catch a cold.
Well,
And this is your...
my colleague's confident demeanor crumbles. He awkwardly shifts and clenches his fist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be here. I was just being a polite coworker.
He was harassing me! He forces himself to smile and backs away with his umbrella. He waves goodbye.
I'll be going now. Good night, you.
Bye. Now that that annoying colleague is gone, I pat Caleb's arm. He raises the umbrella a little higher. I hook my arm around his and we step into the rain together.
I said it before, didn't I? You don't need to be polite to guys like that.
If you were a second lady, you could have seen me show him my manners. But why did you pick me up today? You didn't even give me a heads up.
When I saw it was raining, I decided to check in and see if you remembered to bring an umbrella. And the answer was nope.
This is so
Besides,
apt, since it's been raining
You're
the
either
past
at
few
the
days.
LCI building or a crime scene.
Either way, he's stalking us. What's
if I
new?
didn't take the initiative, would we even see each other for 1 second?
Feeling sheepish, I tighten my grip on Caleb's arm and lean in to whisper. Well, you can see me right now.
Are you trying to sweet talk your way out of this? You'll need to do more than that.
Well then, I guess I'll walk home by myself. I reach for Caleb's umbrella and pretend to take it. Smiling, he passes the umbrella to his other hand and wraps his arm around my shoulder. The rainy night invites an all-encompassing darkness. The street stretches out endlessly into the distance. Do you remember when it was raining cats and dogs in the southern district? There were leaks in our temporary shelter, so we had to huddle under the eaves.
I've never forgotten a single thing about you. We don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain now, though.
Raindrops pitter-patter against the umbrella. Caleb's warm scent envelops me and my heart begins to race. These two! Oh, I love them so much. The Southern District was never peaceful. As a lawless part of the sinful metropolis, the strong preyed on the weak. Caleb and I were only kids back then. We lived from one meal to the next and never knew when we'd eat again. When the city was in a state of chaos, we were separated. Our lives had changed by the time we reunited. We're no longer lost and alone. Finding our way back to each other feels like a stroke of luck. But what Caleb went through during our time apart remains a mystery. He is yet to talk about it. Ooh. I like that. Little mystery to our man, huh?
The councilman has recently attended a hearing about the provisions concerning the increased monitoring of predators and the protection of ordinary citizens. Afterward, the councilman refused to answer any questions from reporters. Many doubt his commitment to reform. As rumors about the councilman's uncompromising stance continue to spread, no one knows for sure whether he will respond to the mounting pressure from various parties.
Man, Caleb's just stressed out all the time, poor thing. The living room TV is tuned into the evening news. This channel is known for its somewhat biased commentary on political figures. I'm curled up on the sofa with a plate of fruit. I can hear the shower being turned off from the bathroom. Shirtless jump scare? Oh, he's wearing a shirt! Caleb walks out and a towel is draped over his head as he dries his wet hair. They didn't hold back. They said you were uncompromising. There's been a flood of negative press about you lately, Caleb. You haven't ruffled the feathers of important birds, right? He walks over to the coffee table and pours a glass of water. He slightly turns his head and meets my gaze. His mouth curls into a faint smile.
I'm not sure when it comes to other people, But I might have offended the lovely lady in front of me.
The way he said "but" is so soft and nice. I'm saving that for next time.
I brought her here so she could relax. Alas, my good intentions will go unappreciated today.
I stab a piece of fruit with my fork and bring it to Caleb's lips. But what about now? Are you still going to sulk? Maybe a few bites will change your mind. A drop of water falls from Caleb's damp hair and lands on my wrist. He glances down and wipes it away with his thumb. I find myself pulling away. Having been together since we were kids, we've fallen into our own rhythm. It's a familiar dance of interactions. I wonder what would have happened if we weren't separated. Would we have kept our dynamic?
Why'd you do that?
Caleb seems unfazed by my movement. He withdraws his hand. I was thinking, all these negative stories about you popped up overnight. Did something happen again that I don't know about?
Well, you could always move in with me.
Oh.
Then you'll never miss a moment of my exciting life.
He says that so confidently. That was Riz right there, chat. Dang. There's a hint of seriousness in Caleb's expression that catches me off guard. I can't look him in the eye. I'll do it if you're willing to take over my job. The LCBI's been hectic because of this new case.
Has there been a breakthrough?
We just got the investigation report on the club. It looks like there's a connection between this place and a predator who goes by the name Persis. Have you heard of this person before?
Isn't this the LCBI's field of expertise? How would I know anything about the predators?
He puts down his oh god. Hold on. He puts down his glass of water and picks up an invitation from the coffee table. It's embossed in gold.
You seem to be busy, huh? Not a lot of free time. I received an invitation to a party. I was wondering if you'd be interested in being my +1.
Oh? As councilman, Caleb has received countless invitations for galas and parties throughout the year. On the other hand, I was never fond of these occasions. Is it another event where everyone kisses up to the councilman? Why should a low-ranking enforcer like me be there?
Unfortunate.
Caleb opens the invitation. He steals a glance at me before nonchalantly tilting it so I can see the host name printed on the card. It's from the club we're investigating. Oh.
Since you're not interested, I guess I'll have to go by myself.
Hey! As Caleb starts to put the invitation to the side, I reach out. Getting on my tiptoes, I snatch it from him. I didn't say that. And going with you won't be a bad thing, right? Don't worry, I'll definitely be on time. Caleb pays no attention to my attempt to butter him up. Instead, he touses my hair.
Now you're trying to charm me.
How could you say that? I meant every word. Party day! Perfectly arranged vibrant flowers surround an intricately carved fountain. Lush, sculpted shrubs flank the sides to add to the garden's meticulous beauty. Elegantly dressed guests mingle in the garden. They pluck champagne glasses and hors d'oeuvres from the trays of passing waiters. Hi! Oh, he looks like he's really blending in with them. And here I thought the councilman was too busy with government affairs. Who knew he was living in the lap of luxury?
I agree that government officials enjoy a few more perks than your average enforcer. If you like what you see, you can request a transfer next month.
With each invitation, he's just trying to get us closer to him. First, it was like, move in with me. And now it's like, transfer to my department. Like, it's no big deal? I told you, I
don't like extra things in your pockets. You're wearing a dress today. There are no pockets.
I absolutely like what I see. Caleb links his arm with mine, then he carefully lifts the hem of my dress that's close to touching the ground. Long tables draped in delicate white gauze are laden with an array of exquisite desserts and drinks. They invite guests to indulge themselves. I take a glass of champagne and raise it to my lips. A young man approaches us and respectfully nods at Caleb. Woohoo!
Been a while since I was transferred, sir. I didn't expect to see you here.
The young man's gaze flickers between Caleb and me. I try to pull my hand away, but Caleb gently presses his palm against mine to keep it in place.
I just wanted to pay my respects. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Likewise.
As soon as he's out of hearing range, I look at Caleb and tap his arm. Did you make him think there's something between us on purpose?
What are you talking about? Or would you rather tell me what our relationship is?
The palpable tension! Caleb looks at me with a steady gaze. His words leave me speechless, and all the confusing feelings I've been trying to ignore lately rush into my heart. He takes the champagne from my hand and pours it into a nearby ice bucket. Annoyed, I press my lips and reach for a petite four. Bro, this is the only time I'll allow a situationship, when it makes the story more delicious. Hey CR dude, welcome back. It's just champagne. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Caleb ignores the complaint I muttered.
If you really want to define it, then we can start with those days when we struggled to survive in the Southern District. Like when we first met and were ready to beat each other up over a rotten apple.
Beat each other up?
Or maybe
That's
when I shared half of my hard-earned juice with you.
What about the time I saved my money to buy you that bread you wanted? And don't forget how I protected you by wresting a gun away from a predator when we were little. Caleb reaches out and taps my nose. I blink.
Okay. You have the best memory in all of Lincoln. Feel free to try anything that catches your eye. Except the alcohol, of course. I need to go out and socialize for a bit.
Oh, the push and pull between these two. Oh my god, I can't stand it. Looking past Caleb's shoulder, I take note of the guests who spotted him. As expected, they're ready to approach him at any given moment.
Entertain yourself for now. And if you decide to snoop around, be careful.
I let go of Caleb's arm. He lifts a champagne glass to discreetly bid me farewell. Then he turns and disappears into the crowd. Happy third stream! Definitely felt the pain. Ugh. He remembered that I didn't like these fancy gatherings, so he didn't make me interact with everyone. I make my way back to the dining area and sit down. As I nibble on some petite fours, I scan my surroundings and take in everything. All the waiters emerge from the other side of the garden. My gaze is drawn to the grand castle-like structure that looms in the distance. There might be some valuable intel inside. I pop the last petit four into my mouth and get up. While no one's watching, I walk over to that building. Ooh, she's going snooping! Oh. The Great Hall is adorned with luxurious tapestries. Engaged in lively conversations, small groups of people stand here and there. No one has noticed me. I press on and venture into a seemingly endless corridor. The chatter from the Great Hall fades behind me. On either side of the corridor are rooms with their doors firmly closed.
Excuse me, are you a guest at tonight's event? I'm afraid this area is the owner's private quarters.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a turn and got lost. I thought this will lead me to the exit. I can feel the waiter's eye boring holes into my back as I walk away. Not wanting to arouse any more suspicion, I quicken my pace and retreat. Ooh. Returning to the Great Hall, I take a risk and glance at the waiter who caught me. To my relief, his attention seems to be elsewhere now. That corridor is hiding something important. As I mull over ways to return unnoticed, a peculiar scent draws my attention. It's a specialized aerosol designed to expose predators. My body tenses. Years of working at the LCBI have made me all too familiar with this type of spray. Any predator who inhaled it will be revealed within minutes. It's a substance that's been under layers and layers of government regulation for years. This isn't an accident. The waiters usher the guests towards the exit, and chaos envelopes the Great Hall. Uh-oh. I take this chance to return to the corridor. A noise from one of the rooms catches my eye. I position myself beside the door and reach for my gun that's concealed under my dress. The faint click of a turning lock catches my attention. Before I can react, a hand grabs me and yanks me into the room. My back is pressed against a warm chest, and a hand is clamped over my mouth. Darkness floods my vision as my eyes adjust to the dimly lit room. Oh. I jab my elbow back, but the attacker anticipates this. Their grip around me tightens.
Shh. Don't speak.
Caleb? The freaky music! Just because their bodies are pressed up against each other, eh? For a split second, I freeze, then all fight within me disappears. I can feel Caleb's chest rising and falling against my back. His close proximity makes me aware of my racing heart.
Hurry!
Wait,
Find the
what?
predators,
Are they
now!
looking for him? Then Caleb is... As the adrenaline fades, I notice the heavy breathing near my ears. Cautious, I turn my head to get a closer look. Whoa! What? Wait, what? Why does his predator form come with a costume change? Was he just wearing that under his uniform, Chad? This is like, what do you call it? Like the opposite of Superman, where he reveals his super suit. This is like his predator suit. Yeah! How does this even happen? You were fully dressed like 3 minutes ago. Caleb, you're a predator breathing heavily in my ear? Ooh, I don't like that. I like that. The realization hits me like a bolt of lightning. The spray that's intended to expose the predator has triggered his transformation. There's no time for questions. Alarms ring through the building, their wails drowning any chance for an explanation.
Yeah. I'm the club's owner. That infamous predator all of you were whispering about. Are you going to arrest me now?
You're also the club's owner? That's a lot to take in, sir. Caleb attempts to smile. He leans against the wall. As his eyes dart around, a mix of emotions betray his expression. I don't know where the LCBI takes the predators they capture, but it can't be a nice place. I have no idea how Caleb became a predator, but I can't just stand here and let him be killed. The thought of arresting Caleb doesn't even cross my mind. I move to support him, but he gently pushes me away.
I'm not exactly stable right now. Keep your distance.
Footsteps come to a halt outside the door. Ignoring Caleb's protest, I grab his arm and drag him to the window on the other side of the room and push it open. We'll be caught if we stay. Let's go. So he brought us to the club that he runs, where he's a predator. He totally intended to expose himself to us, right? The SUV races down the road like an arrow that was shot from a bow. Driving the car, I only allow myself to breathe when the club is behind us.
And here I thought you were gonna slap cuffs on me. Who knew enforcers could play favorites?
You seem pleased. You probably know what they do to the predators better than me. How could I ever hand you over to them? I gulp. I'm torn between the anger and his secrecy and the pain that he thought I'd actually turn him in. Don't lie to me. I want the truth and I want it now. How did you become a predator, Caleb? In the back seat, Caleb leans against the door, his hand resting on it. I glance in the rearview mirror and see his expression become more somber. On a side note, if all predators are just people that suddenly turn into sluts, not turn into sluts, turn into wear slutty clothes, isn't it pretty easy to spot? I don't know. If all of a sudden I was in uniform and suddenly I'm in leather and chains, that feels like a pretty easy indicator, right? In any case.
After we were separated that day, one of the predators attacked me. I thought I was done for, but I survived. The catch was that I became one of them.
I'm really trying to focus, but the text box is in an area which is a little bit distracting for me. He recounts it casually, but I can sense the weight of his unspoken pain behind his words. There's a lot he's not saying, and a lot I'm not saying. My hand tightens on the steering wheel and a storm of emotion churns inside me. And this isn't the first time you've lost control?
When I first turned, I was in a frenzy for a long time.
Ooh.
To keep others safe, I had no choice but to isolate myself.
How are you,
Then
Ophelia?
I ran
Welcome
into a
in.
group of people one day. They weren't predators, but they took me away.
Did they make you a test subject for research on predators? I saw cases like this during my time at the LCBI. Someone's always looking
After
to
I
exploit
became
them.
the councilman, I tried to track them down,
Thanks for the clip.
but every lead turned into a dead end. There's one thing I do
mean-
know, though. They implanted something called an
Oh,
activator inside me.
I forgot about the activators. Oh my goodness. Remember where Zane's was, chat? It was in his woohoo. And the worst part was he put it in himself. That flabbergasted me. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna find out where Caleb's activator is. Does it keep your frenzied state in check?
Not bad.
Not bad.
The activator helps predators like me snap out of it when we go into a frenzy. But that state, it messes with your head. Everything from back then is a blur. I don't even remember where they put the activator.
Oh, he doesn't remember.
hazy.
Oh no.
But I do remember bits and pieces. At some point, I fought my way out and escaped.
Okay. Having worked with the LCBI for years, I'm all too familiar with what happens when the predators lose control. When Caleb went through all of this alone, was it as easy as he's making it sound? That aerosol for predators, it was meant for you?
Correct. I founded the club. It was a cover at first. A way to blend in and have a legitimate identity, you know? But as the club's reputation grew, it started turning heads. Not all of them are friendly, in case you were wondering.
Well, no. From what I hear, it's a black market, Caleb. What are you running? You're Caleb, not Silas. Silas is running on Aquinas. This is very on Aquinas coded. I guess you can't show up as the councilman for a while, huh? Not when the aerosol is still affecting you. You're being watched. Your home isn't safe anymore. I turn the steering wheel to the right, and the tires screech as the car lurches in another direction. Let's go somewhere else. If someone's targeting Caleb, they probably have a stakeout at his place. Going there would be walking right into their hands. The Southern District is where predators gather. That might be the safest place for him right now. It's also where we grew up. Oh, we're going back to our hometown? That's surely not gonna stir up any feelings, chat. Caleb pulls out a small device and his fingers dance across the screen. In an instant, our car, conspicuous as a prowling beast, vanishes. It melts seamlessly into the surrounding landscape. That sounds incredibly dangerous if anyone's car could just turn invisible. How I avoid traffic is I use my eyes to see. I can only imagine the number of traffic accidents they have in Lincoln, damn. We ended up on a derelict street in the Southern District. It's a melting pot here, and the winding alleys can be used for a cover. We should be safe from any pursuers for now. Puddles of dirty water dot the cracked pavement. Weathered concrete buildings stand next to each other. Their gray appearance is a testament to the passage of time. These structures are relics and are amongst the oldest in the city. Is it our home too? Whoa, we got the full body view now, chat. Oh my goodness. Did he choose this outfit himself? Why the many straps around the arm? Why the belt buckle that kind of goes down into another belt buckle? Why the chain that leads nowhere? I don't understand this costume. The thing I truly did not understand about this entire banner's costume are these things that grow on their faces here. Or that they wear. I don't know. I don't know if it's removable, chat. Maybe predators are kind of like cyborgs. That sort of fits the theme, I guess. It's been years since we set foot in this place, Caleb.
Do you miss it?
I do. And do you know what I miss the most? That little electronic bird we rescued from a dumpster when we were kids. Mephisto? As we turn... Are we reading the right story now? It feels like they rewrote some of the parts to like fit Caleb's story. What's going on? Oh right, they're supposed to be muzzles. You're right. Yep, it does not muzzle anything, chat. It's just decorative. It's just a really wonky beard. As we turn the corner, the sights and sounds of a bustling marketplace engulf us. I use one as my alarm clock, and every morning you grumble about how noisy it was. You threatened to throw it away, but you never did.
You think I couldn't part with that noisy bird? I just couldn't bear to see someone in tears.
Why did become Pasha? Huh? I wouldn't have minded. After all, I knew someone would be there to comfort me. The street is far from ordinary. You can find daily necessities along with all manners of contraband here. Photon bombs, pulse rifles, a signal jammer for sale. We've been gone for years. Now look at this place. They threw caution to the wind.
All I remember was someone confusing a real gun for a fake. Then she tried to rob me.
Ooh. I mean, it worked. He was scared out of his wits. Look over there. They're actually selling Predator-like merchandise. They even have Predator-like merchandise? What? They have little Caleb Manslet dolls on sale? Where can I get one? How much is it?
I guess I should consider myself lucky I wasn't put up for sale back then.
I would have tried to find you and come back to this place 1,000 times if I had to. Assuming you're a soul, I'd find a way to see you again. I would have rescued you and made sure you were free. Caleb tightens his grip on my hand.
Freedom isn't everything to me. Being with you is what matters. After we got separated, I tried to find you.
How did they find each other? Even if you didn't say it, I knew you'd look for me. I was also trying to find you. Caleb gives me a long, meaningful look. Okay, hold on. I'm guessing the aerosol spray that they've developed came a long time later, right? Because surely the government would be screening all their officials, whether they were predators or not, and they would just put them in a room and a little bit and see if they turn. How did Caleb become councilman? Like, truly climb the ladder all the way up to where he is without being discovered? There's no way, right? Huh? I think they're selling the actual predators though. Oh, I thought it was like merchandise because they said merchandise. Well, anyway, however sneaky methods that this man has done, maybe he bribed them. I don't know. Oh, the view is nice though. Wait, this looks like the view that Raphael Sea God was at, but they added buildings. Could be wrong. After walking around the market all afternoon, we find ourselves in a certain spot as evening falls. As always, the streets are bathed in a familiar glow of the sunset. At the end of the street stands an abandoned watchtower, its spire partially in the way of the setting sun. Is it just me, or did this tower look much taller when we were kids? Caleb turns to look at me, then he playfully raises his hand to measure my height.
I think it's because you've gotten taller. You're practically a giant compared to back then.
The same can be said about you, thanks for the random compliment. The watchtower stands as the tallest structure in this part of the Southern District. Its top floor has been abandoned for a long time. Many years ago, the elderly watchtower keeper took us in. We had shelter within these walls and shared a small room in one of the floors.
When I'm gone, you two should stay here.
Where are you going? You're no longer going to stay with us anymore?
I'm going to a place where little ones can't go.
Oh no, he died, didn't he? The streets of the Southern District were blanketed in snow that winter. Caleb and I laid the old man to rest. Yup. After he passed away, the place became our home, and our small bed was right next to the window. Back then, I could see the sky if I looked up. Sometimes, I could see Caleb's figure perched on the iron frame outside, just like right now. Hey, 6 times 7 months. That's what you're jump scaring me with right now, Wolfie. Hey, thank you for the 42/6 times 7 months. Love that. 6-7. Happy CMY 2006-7. Whenever I saw you sitting here by yourself, I was scared. I thought you were going to leave me behind. I climbed through the window and sit next to Caleb.
Really? Where would I even go?
Maybe you'd head to the city across the river? Caleb raises his arms and wraps it around my shoulder as he looks at the opposite shore.
Do you remember what I told you when you gave me that necklace in this very spot?
Ooh, there's a parallel universe necklace too. It happened after we reunited with each other. I want you to have this necklace. If we're ever separated again for a long time, I'll be able to find you so long as you have this necklace. It doesn't matter how much you might change.
You're giving me a gift and didn't even give me a warning.
That was young Caleb? Oh my god, he sounds like such a brat. It's easy to return the favor. My wish is a simple one. I want us to have a home together. That's all I ask. Welcome back, Minokalu. Caleb raises his hand, the necklace apple-shaped pendant hanging from his finger. It reflects a soft silvery light against the backdrop of the setting sun. The river splits the city in two. Our site is the Southern District that's dirty and chaotic. The other side, though, is a city of towering skyscrapers and bustling streets. It's as if the sunset prefers that place. The river under our feet sparkles in the setting sun, just like before we stare at the city on the opposite shore.
I promise our home will be there.
Okay, young Caleb. I can see why she didn't really feel things for him when we were young. He sounds
I
annoying.
promise our home will be there.
He really went through some, voice changing as he grew older. Even though he's talking about the city across the river, Caleb's gaze is fixated on me. It shimmers like the water's surface and reflects emotion in their depths. Hi, Patchouli. I appreciate the sentiment, but you can't go back on your own place. You can't go back to your own place. What will you do now?
I think I'll just disappear for a while.
Oh, no!
Let's see what my pursuers do.
No. Are we gonna get separated from him? Caleb stands up and holds out his hand to me.
Do you want to check it out?
Isn't it old and abandoned?
Maybe a kind soul stopped by and spruced it up.
I follow Caleb up the winding staircase to the top of the tower. The bare cement walls are exactly as I remember them. The old, sturdy wooden door hasn't changed either. I have a feeling a big surprise is waiting for me. Caleb just smiles and nods towards the door. He silently urges me to open it. Confused yet curious, I do just that. Wow! Oh, it's lovely! I'm stunned. The interior has been completely transformed, and the top floor has been divided into several fully furnished rooms. I stop in my tracks. With widened eyes, I turn to Caleb. Oh, she must be so happy! When did she turn the watchtower into this?
You weren't the only one who missed this place.
It really feels like a home now. I approach the nearest room and reach for the doorknob. But before I can turn it, Caleb's hand covers mine. He's standing right behind me and his face is close to my ear as he leans in.
This room isn't quite finished yet. We'll save it for another time.
I turn my head and study his expression. It's your secret base, isn't it?
Sometimes secrets are nothing more than the burdens we carry.
It's his stalker room, hee hee.
And right now, my biggest secret is trying to figure out how to decorate this room.
Nope, it's his secret stalker room. We go in and it's pictures of MC on the ceiling to the floor. Am I right, guys? Caleb's honesty is disarming. I decided to let go of my suspicions. Don't! I want to know what's in that room! Go in, girl, go in!
Why don't we do a trade? I'll show you something I know you'll like instead.
No! Don't let it go! Caleb takes a step back and picks up a small tablet from the nearby cabinet. His fingers dance across the screen. A soft whirring catches my attention, and my eyes try to look for the source of the sound. His fingers have been dancing across a number of screens in this card so far, but soon his fingers are going to be dancing over us, am I right? At the far end of the room, a hidden door slides open. Lights flicker out to reveal an arsenal of weapons. What's worse than an arsenal of weapons that you can't show us, Gege? Hi, Gamma. Happy Chinese New Year. How are ya? At the back, a sleek new aircraft. What? Sir? An arsenal of weapons? I thought it was like a cabinet. Apparently there's a plane in here. Caleb, you've been way too busy behind my back. My fingers trace the sleek lines of the new pistol. It's the one I requested from the LCBI but never received.
I think you're upset because I didn't tell you I had your dream gun. I can see the saliva dripping out of your mouth.
Didn't you say I would like this place? I should act excited then. I wouldn't want to disappoint you. One swift motion, I point the gun at Caleb's forehead. He doesn't even flinch. He smiles and crosses his arm. Can't even scare you anymore. Lame. Hi, Sassy Kumquat. Welcome in. I toss the gun back to Caleb.
Who says I was scared? Maybe I was just playing along the whole time.
Caleb, you're terrible.
How? You used to be happy every day. Those were good times.
As long as you're by my side, I can be as happy as I am now every day. Aw, she's so sweet. Hi, Alpha Medic. Welcome in. Caleb has moved into the watchtower, and I've temporarily relocated there as well. The LCBI's crackdown on the club led to the arrest of several predators. They also quickly identified the true culprit behind the murder. During the day, I continue with my usual work while secretly investigating and researching ways to help predators quickly recover from their frenzied state. At night, I return to this secret base where Caleb waits. His sudden disappearance has thrown the outside world into chaos. There are even rumors that Caleb himself might be a predator, yet Caleb remains unfazed. He often spends time alone in the armory and tinkers with discarded parts. Sometimes a holographic screen shows the news while he busies himself. With an aloof air, he listens to it. We often find ourselves on the bed by the window, and my head rests on Caleb's arm. We chat quietly and gaze at the scenery outside when it's nighttime. These simple moments of companionship, in my memory, I only experienced them briefly in a distant past I can barely recall. Sometimes I can't help but think these precious moments are like sand in an hourglass. They'll eventually run out. When that day comes, Caleb will leave the sanctuary to face the storm outside. Oh. In that hazy state between sleep and being conscious, I hear birds chirping, their cries drifting from somewhere beyond the edge of my fading dream. As the warmth beneath my fingertips becomes more pronounced, I open my eyes. Caleb's sleeping face is just centimeters away from mine. Aww. Yes, guys, we're spending CMY cozying up to Gege. Can't complain. This is exactly where I want to be. I realize half of my body is draped over Caleb's chest, and my palm rests on his collarbone. His eyelashes flutter ever so slightly with every breath he takes. As the reality of our positions sink in, I don't move in case my breath disturbs this moment. I don't think we were like this when we fell asleep last night. I slowly lift my head and try to move away, but Caleb is fast asleep and unaware of my movements. His eyelashes are still as long as they were when we were kids. After watching him for a moment, I poke his chin. He doesn't stir. I guess he's out cold. Wakey wakey. I decided to be a little more mischievous and tickle him. I finally get a reaction. He stirs, wrapping his arm around me as he rolls over. His chin rests on the top of my head. It's as if he's about to wake up. I quickly close my eyes and pretend to be asleep. A moment passes before Caleb embraces me more tightly. He strokes the back of my head.
You wake me up only to pretend you're asleep?
I didn't wake you up. It was the birds.
Birds aren't that mischievous.
I try to cover Caleb's mouth with my hand, but he just softly laughs. He props himself up on his elbow and catches my wrist.
I finally managed to get rid of that electronic bird alarm of yours. And now you've decided to wake me up every morning?
So you still have a grudge against my bird alarm? It wasn't that bad. Our faces are so close that our noses are almost touching. His breath is warm against my cheek in the soft morning light, and in the soft morning light, I can see his fine, delicate hair. Hi, Mark Hamill, welcome in. Something in the air seems to shift. I acknowledge it, but I don't think about it. Instead, I close my eyes for a moment. I can hear a heart racing, but I'm not sure if it's his or mine. Caleb traces a path down my palm, and I notice how his gaze settles on my lips. Will he move closer? It's at this moment I become keenly aware of the secret longing hidden in the depths of my heart. Oh. Caleb slightly lowers his head and nuzzles my cheek. Ah, they're so cute! It's giving first love chat. I hold my breath, but he only reveals a slight smile before quickly rolling over it and burying his face in the pillow.
You know, I miss that electronic bird. At least it had an off switch.
Aww. Understanding what he's implying, I blush. I turn to my side and playfully poke his back. Hey, that's not the point of having an electronic bird. If small animals suddenly start to make a fuss, that could mean something's off. Should we head up to the rooftop and check it out? I love domestic life with Caleb chat. Wish this was real. Oh. Following the sound, we arrive at the watchtower's roof where the spacious terrace awaits. The early morning air is veiled in a thin, gossamer-like mist. Gossamer? Gossamer? I need to look up that word. At the edge of the terrace, we see a small bird's nest. Inside are a few baby birds huddling together. They shiver despite their efforts to keep one another warm. Oh no! Their mother isn't around. I crouch down and gently wrap my shawl around the edge of the nest. Once winter ends, they'll be adults. They'll leave their nest one day and fly off to new places. You think they'll all fly in the same direction when they leave?
Probably.
Caleb stoops down next to me.
Are you cold?
Yeah. Caleb chuckles softly and hugs me.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they choose to remain by each other's side.
Then they'll never leave each other in the future?
No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together.
Oh.
After all, there will always be one bird in this world who stands out from the rest.
He's calling us a
She's
special
special.
bird, Chet.
She'll be your one and only choice.
My eyes are looking at the baby birds in the nest, but my mind is thinking about something else. I wonder when Caleb will leave this place.
I'll have to
Welcome
head
in,
back
Guitar
soon.
Sniper Kevin. Thank you for lurking. During our time in the Watchtower, I knew Caleb has always kept an eye on the events from the outside world. Maybe someone is secretly sending him messages through the news broadcast, or he has other ways of staying informed. He's not the kind of bird that would make a permanent nest in a place like this. My body tenses, but I force myself to smile and appear nonchalant. But we are actually very chalant, chat. A lot of people are looking for you. They must be losing their minds right now.
Everything will be resolved soon.
He's always up to his little secret antics, huh? Light spills across the river and bathes the rooftop in a golden glow. Caleb and I decide to sit down and take in the view. I rest my head on his shoulder and the heaviness settles in my chest. It's time. Caleb must leave this place. I try to reassure myself it's not too bad. After all, Caleb promised he'll always be there for me. Back in the office, I readjust to the monotony of going home and going to work. Caleb still visits me, but we don't return to the Watchtower. That's the only real change. It's another late night at the office. As I pack to go home, I find myself glancing out the window, my eyes drawn to the street below. Across the LCBI building and under the soft glow of a street light sits a black car. It's silently parked along the curb. I make my way downstairs as usual. I pause at the entrance, but after hesitating for a moment, I decide to approach the car. Mysterious car. Oh! I open the door. As expected, Caleb is in the back seat. He's engrossed with the data only he can understand on his tablet. You're here whenever I work late. Aren't you tired? And you're always right on time, too. Don't tell me you have an insider in the LCBI building.
Don't worry. You're my one and only insider at the LCBI.
I'm telling you, he has a
I'm just
security
doing my
room
part
just
to make sure
monitoring
there
us,
aren't any more
chat.
annoying coworkers when I'm not around.
Ever since Caleb returned to his government job, the political climate has become ruthless. A power struggle between opposing factions is playing out behind the scenes. You're so keen on handling my affairs. What about yours? Caleb remains silent. The car engine starts, and we slowly begin to cruise through the streets at midnight.
I just wanted to see you.
You can do that whenever you want.
The people behind the aerosol attack at the club are trying to take me down. They'll stop at nothing to seize power.
I'm completely in the dark about your plans and what you're going through, Caleb. If only...
Do you want us to keep living like this?
Caleb cuts me off. As we drive, the street lights flicker. His profile shifts between light and shadow. You already know my wish.
Our little chess game has reached the final round.
But you keep facing new threats because of them, right? Answer me, Caleb.
Yes.
Caleb reaches across the space between us. He tries to hold my hand, but I move away. His lips form a thin line while resignation and determination mix on his face. He tries again, and our fingers intertwine in his firm grip. Caleb is omitting a lot of information. In that case, I'll have to uncover the truth on my own. With all those weapons in Caleb's base at the Watchtower, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. Just go in the room, girl. All is there. I told you. I visited almost every place except for that room. I never opened the door to it. Time to go back. Though he probably knows when you're going back, girl. Be careful. It's been a while since I set foot in the Watchtower. Everything is exactly where we left it. For a split second, I have the absurd notion that if I push open the door, Caleb will be waiting for me. I approach the room he never let me enter. I only want to see if the door is locked, but to my surprise, it opens. I told you! It's his secret stalker room! Ah! I knew it! He's a freak! As soon as I look inside, I freeze. One of the walls is covered in a wide array of screens for surveillance cameras. I recognize several of the locations on the display. The street outside the LCBI building, the office, and the blinking red dot is my current location. No wonder Caleb always knew where I was. How long has this room been here? Why is he doing all this surveillance anyway? But the thing that sends a chill down my spine is a set of heavy chains on the floor. They're next to the monitors. I pick up the chains and trace the dark red stains that speak of a desperate struggle. I should have known. Caleb is a predator. It's impossible for him not to go into a frenzy. He loses all reason when he's in that state. Maybe this is just where he confines himself so he doesn't hurt anyone. I take a deep breath and try to calm my beating heart. Putting down the chains, I notice a notebook on a nearby table. I open it. The first words on the page make my breath hitch. Long time no see. The entry date is from several years ago. This was written before I reunited with Caleb. Oh my god! My heart pounds in my chest as I flip to the next page.
The LCBI is always busy. She's working late every night. Another late night snack. She must really like this place.
Oh geez. I quickly flipped through several pages.
Is she still looking for me? Or did she forget about me? Now that she's surrounded by other people, I return to the watchtower today.
After I recover from the initial shock, complex emotions wash over me. I close the notebook and dial Caleb's number.
Hello?
Where are you? The streets are eerily quiet in the dead of night. I ride my motorcycle to Caleb's apartment. I run my thumb over the notebook cover one last time before knocking on Caleb's door. Ruh-roh. Hey!
What's up?
There are things you refuse to tell me about, so I had to find the answers myself. My unwavering gaze is fixated on Caleb. He notices my expression, then he sees the notebook in my hand. A resigned smile flickers across his face.
Come in. I thought we agreed that room was off limits. I told you that secrets are nothing but burdens on the heart.
This involves both of us. What gives you the right to keep me in the dark? I hold up the notebook. If you knew where I was all this time, why didn't you see me sooner?
Well, you saw everything. The surveillance equipment, chains. I'm a predator now, too. Back then, I couldn't trust myself not to hurt you.
So you made that choice for both of us? We stand where we are and neither is willing to break the stalemate. Then Caleb takes a step toward me.
Both of us know this city has no safe haven for the predators. To be with you again, I need to secure an unassailable identity. My plan is almost done, but I need to be in the crosshairs. I can't risk dragging you into it. That's why I needed to disappear for a while.
Even if they're separated for a long time, they'll reunite because they chose to remain by each other's side. No matter where they're headed, they'll always fly together. Who should I believe? The Caleb who made those promises, or the Caleb standing in front of me?
Pipsqueak.
I take a step back, but Caleb takes my hand.
Everything you saw was my doing. But I have to ask, will you leave me?
Is my answer that important to you?
It means everything to me.
Then stop doing things that will drive me away. Promise me that you'll stay safe.
I promise I'll stay safe.
I gently wrap my arms around Caleb. Caleb, it's not that I'm any good at waiting. I just trust your judgment. So don't keep me waiting too long. Oh. Since that night, Caleb said goodbye to me. His car never appeared outside the LCBI building again. On those rare nights when I worked overtime, I found myself waiting in vain for the person who would pick me up. The LCBI is as busy as ever. We develop new tracking gadgets that can deter the predators. It leads to a decrease in cases. Caleb always accomplished what he set out to do. I thought if I trusted him and waited, he'd return. Then, a news report shakes all of Lincoln. The long-absent councilman is confirmed to be a highly dangerous predator, and he's already been assassinated. Rumors circulate throughout every shadowy corner of the city, and yet I have no way of contacting the person in the eyes of the storm. But I won't let him disappear from my life. Did he fake his death in this AU too? A fine layer of dust covers the door to Caleb's apartment. No one has been to this place in quite some time. I know the passcode. When I open the door, I'm greeted by silence and a floor of items strewn around. As I step into the room, my foot brushes against a bullet casing. Papers are on the sofa and floors. A bullet is lodged in the wall, and the once pristine white surface is marred with bloodstains. It can't be. Caleb is a predator. He wouldn't go down that easily. He must be at the watchtower. If Caleb is injured or in a frenzy, he'd go there. I race to the watchtower. Standing before the door, I grip the handle and push it open without hesitation. The rattling of chains echoes throughout the room. In front of the screen, Caleb is immobilized by several chains. He slowly raises his head. The muzzle gleams with a silvery sheen of the screen's dim light. I haven't seen Caleb's eyes this sharp before. He's injured, and despite the predators having extraordinary healing abilities, traces of blood still stain his arm.
You figured out what happened, didn't you? So why are you here? You're the last person who should be in front of me right now.
What about you? You promised to keep yourself safe, so why did you break it? Caleb, you're the one who owes me answers.
I can't give you an answer to every question.
I won't leave you here all by yourself. And you're wrong. I'm the only one who has every right to be here right now. Caleb struggles before me. His eyes reveal his pain. Yet there's also a dangerous gleam. The chains on his wrist clatter to the ground. A dangerous aura surrounds Caleb. Uh-oh. He slowly approaches me and the chains drag on the floor. I back away, but deep down I know he would never hurt me. Ooh.
Since you chose to enter this room, leaving is no longer an option.
Oh, jeez. Put the collar on him. Okay, we'll go for both endings, okay? We won't avoid him for the first one.
You know these can't hold me back.
Ooh.
You know these can't hold me back.
Oh. Ooh.
Run while you still can.
Oh. As soon as Caleb's teeth sink into my neck, the world around me starts to blur. Shaking, I slump to the floor. The last thing I feel is Caleb's burning body against mine. His searing heat envelops me as my strength fades. My consciousness slips into a pitch-black void. Oh. A sharp pain in my neck jolts me away from my stupor. When I come to my senses, I see the flickering light of a screen. Someone's arms are tightly wrapped around me. Caleb.
I'm here.
His head is lowered and his pupils have become unnaturally dark.
I want to say goodbye properly.
Caleb, what are you talking about? I try to lift my hand. I want to touch him, but my fingers betray me. They tremble uncontrollably. Caleb's burning hand envelopes mine as he guides it to his cheek. He turns slightly and plants a soft kiss on my palm.
I'm afraid you'll blame me later because I didn't tell you anything.
Don't go. Desperate, I try to hold on to his hand, but it's as if he's slipping through my fingers no matter what I do.
I might be in a frenzy for a long time. Wait for me. When I recover, I'll return to you.
Don't. You can stay here, or you can let me come with you.
I can't. You'll be in danger.
Pulls me close and holds me tighter. I press myself against him. I try to commit every sensation, every breath of his to memory. But Caleb's presence begins to disappear. I try to grab him, but my fingers only brush against the hem of his top. What top? He's topless.
Rest. When you wake up, it will all be over.
Oh no.
As long as you're here, I'll find my way back to you.
Don't... Caleb, don't leave me, please.
Wait for me.
All I can hear now is Caleb's heartbeat, and then it slowly fades into the distance. The door closes with a soft click. He's gone. The world around me becomes pitch black. I fall once more into the depths of unconsciousness. Oh. I bought your favorite birdseed again today. The tiny fledglings have grown up. They're now crowding around the edge of the nest. Each of them wants to be the first one to snatch the food from my hand. Calm down, you guys aren't starving. After distributing the food, I sit down on the rooftop. The early morning light is gentle. It filters through the clouds and mist to spread across the river below. In moments like these, I often imagine another presence, perhaps the ghost of a companion sitting close to me or even embracing me. Caleb, where are you now? When will you come back? A gentle breeze rustles my hair as I gaze at the sparkling river below. Just as I've done this countless times in the past, I'll do countless times in the future. Oh no! Does he never come back? Ah! Well, that sucks. Oh no. Well, now to see the true ending, chat. Migrant birds is the end. Oh man. Alright, now we're gonna see what actually happens if we react in time. It'll take a while to load. I'm definitely not crying right now. It's so upsetting. What do you mean they can't be together? Stop. So sad. Oh. This time I'll be better. Ha!
You moved. Where did all that courage go?
It's giving clap. Haha, you blinked. Oh, he's pretty fast actually.
I should lock you up.
Ooh. Oh, we did it! I don't know what we put on. Oh, did the collar change something for him? You're in pain right now, right? I'm here to help you. Oh, that looks like it hurts. This calms Caleb to some extent. I need to find the activator on his body. Whoa. I'm a little bit distracted. What? The necklace I gave you. You're still wearing it.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? His muzzle isn't doing anything, so we put it in his mouth.
Initiating full body scan of the target.
What is this? What am I supposed... I forgot what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to keep it in the safe zone? We did it! We scanned him, I think. 2 suspicious areas detected. Ooh. Bite the dog tag, bite the dog tag. Is it on his face? Ooh.
Am I a plaything to you?
Sorry. Wrong place. I guess it's down here? Question mark? Oh, oh, oh. Where?
Probing for something.
Yeah, the thing you asked me to look for, my dude. Caleb, you're the creator. Don't forget that. Oh, she's fierce. The activator's behind his ear.
You approached me first. You walked right into my trap.
Oh, no, no, no. Don't bite me. Don't bite me.
Are you doing this out of pity?
Ooh. His
This
glare
night
is
is
next
over.
level, guys.
Will you stay with me?
Yeah, I'll always stay with you. That's why I'm here, Caleb. I still don't know how the activator thing works. It just seems like an off button. Caleb holds me tight. Oh, he has crazy eyes right now, chat. I'm kind of scared. Caleb holds me tightly in his arm. I wrap my arm around his back and my hands slowly trace patterns along his spine. We stay like this for what feels like an eternity. Then Caleb slightly loosens his grip and nuzzles my cheek.
I'm okay now.
They told me you were dead. Someone assassinated you. I saw blood in your apartment and thought it was yours.
They were wrong. I promised to come back to you, didn't I? I won't go down without a fight.
Caleb gently opens my hand and presses it against his cheek. I don't believe that. I need to check it myself. You have any medicine here?
It's in the cabinet over there.
I get up to retrieve the first aid kit, then I sit down next to Caleb. His body is marked with several bloody scabs from the chains. As I carefully remove them, I apply medicine to each wound. Don't neglect your injuries just because you're a predator.
You care about me, and that's more than enough.
Caleb hasn't fully recovered. His head slightly droops to show his weakened state. As I finish treating his wounds, I get up to return the first aid kit to the cabinet. Caleb grabs my arm and I lose my balance. I tumble into his embrace.
There's so much I need to tell you.
I think he should take a shower first. Caleb, I'm not going anywhere. I have all the time in the world.
Back then, I used to love being alone in this room.
Caleb holds me close as he lifts his head. He stares at the screens that line the wall and his gaze lingers on them.
I always wondered what you were doing and what you were thinking. I questioned why you went to certain places, who you hung out with. And I was worried. If you ever found out how I kept an eye on everything you did for all those years, would you leave me without a second thought?
I think normal people would, but because we're crazy, we're not going anywhere. In fact, we're more attracted to you because you're a little bit off the rails. Right, guys? He shifts his gaze back to me. The calm surface of his eyes fails to hide the tempest of emotions underneath. Wherever you want to go, wherever you want us to do, I'll be there, no questions asked. I'm telling you, Chad, she matches his freak. So instead of watching me from afar, why don't you experience life by my side?
From now on, I'll be by your side every day.
Caleb's gaze softens. He buries his head on my shoulder as if he's seeking the certainty of warmth in my embrace.
I already dealt with the assassin who came after me this time. I'll track down all of his accomplices. It's not about sending a message, you know. I won't let any of those insurgents slip through my fingers.
Oh, he's crazy in this AU chat.
And once we leave this room, I'll make your wish come true.
The home I want is the one where we're together. If you leave me behind again, I'll lock you up in here myself.
Do whatever you want with me. But let me rest in your arms for now.
Aw, dang. They really are crazy, both of them. We stayed in that room for a long time, and together Caleb and I wrote down the date in the notebook he used to track my movements. That entry might well be the last page. Eventually, everything dramatically changed as Caleb predicted. As a councilman, Caleb restructured the city's core leadership and implemented several measures to prevent and reduce predator attacks on civilians. Sorry, I was just wondering if my fishing was working. The initiatives became the talk of the town, and any doubts about his status as a predator disappeared like the passing breeze. And my wish finally came true.
Are you heading out early today?
I saw your friend again.
It must be nice to have some...
Smiling, I run to say goodbye to my colleagues, grab my bag, and run down the stairs. It rained during the day, and so the night air is coated in the scent of dampened earth. Caleb is standing by the car. As soon as he sees me, he opens the door and gets in. I quickly follow suit. Happy end! Yay! You got off work early, Mr. Councilman. I was planning to go home myself.
We don't always have free time. Why don't we do something exciting this evening?
It sounds like you already have plans.
There's gonna be a movie tonight. Do you want to watch it with me?
I thought it'd be more grand than that. It's just a movie, huh?
Yeah, a re-release. When it first came out, I still hadn't found you yet.
So you watched it alone back then?
Yep. And I thought it was a great film. At the time, I hoped I could watch it again with you. I've been holding on to this wish for so long. Won't you help me make it come true?
It's not like I said no. As we stop at the red light, I gently pat Caleb's hand. In response, he takes mine and tightly holds it. Yay! As we drive through the streets, I find myself once again surrounded by the familiar sights I passed by countless times before. Only when Caleb is by my side does this familiar path we used to go home feel like it leads somewhere. And I know that we'll walk down this path together side by side, always and forever. I love a happy end for them, chat! Yay! That's great. That's so great. And what a good story it was, too. Thanks for watching for those who are here today, and for those watching this on YouTube later on. But wow. This really does parallel his main story quite a bit, in my opinion, where he is of a higher ranking officer trying to get away with being involved with us, but we are, you know, more lowly. Sorry, I felt like the music suddenly became too festive too fast. So I went back to the screen. Oh. But what do you think, chat? How is it? I'm gonna go Eeps. Bye-bye. See you. We're gonna go sleep in 5 minutes as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a real... This was a nice like to-do that has been lingering on the back of my head for about a year now, and I'm so glad that we finally went through this card. It was a long one too. I think it was a good maybe 1.5 hours as I predicted, or 1 hour and 20 minutes or so, including both endings. I'm telling you, the cards in tomorrow's Catch 22 have a real length to them that has not been beat yet. So I'm really looking forward to when they start writing super long stories again. Although it's gonna take up a lot of stream time. I'm here too, Sergeant. No worries, no worries. Focus on your game. I hope you guys enjoyed the story that we got to play together. Thanks for the stream, Hime. Thank you, Nat1, for being here. Thank you for the stream, Hime. Thank you, Troy. So guys, I was also doing my... I was also doing some of our birthday YCH art, right? And I realized that there were quite a lot of spots that are still available. So I'm gonna be opening up this to anyone who donates 35, the same tier amount that was required to be involved in the first place. So all these friends were people who have contributed around $35 last month when we were celebrating our birthday, but I still have about 4 or 5 slots left. So if you would like to be a part of our birthday banner this year, do consider donating to the Ko-fi. Will probably be adding those who are my Carrot Club people. Weightless Paradise. Hey, Pilot Wingo, welcome in. Weightless Paradise, what's that? Oh, you mean the song that we're listening to? I honestly don't remember the names of the tracks, but they're all so good. Title of the song, yes, good stuff, good stuff. So we just finished Caleb's Tainted Cuts, which was from the last year's Tomorrow's Catch 22 banner. I played all the cards except for Caleb's, I recall. And Raphael's. I haven't played Raphael's, but that's because I didn't manage to pull his card. But maybe we'll experience his card one of these days too. So yeah, guys, before we go, tomorrow night we're going to be playing Date Everything. That's going to be at 8 p.m. GMT plus 8. Right now it is almost 10 p.m. So about 2 hours prior to this time that you're seeing me right now. And oh, let me remove this filter. There we go. There we go. Shish. And if you want to be a part of the birthday banner, it's not too late. We still have a few more slots left. I'm going to be including my my Carrot Club bunnies also. And yeah. Let's see now. Where shall we go tonight? I don't know if anybody's streaming Love and Deepspace today. Thanks for the water. Oh my gosh, yeah. I realized I have not. I have not drank water today. Okay, there's one other person who's streaming Love and Deepspace. I think we can go and read her. Seems cute. I think I might have rated her before in the past, but I'm not so sure. I think we did. I might be wrong though. Okay. So let's go over, shall we? So let's go. Mate. Time as a rerun stream, believe. Oh, wait. So it's not an... Oh, she's not live. Ah, oh, she's in Japan. Oh, you're right. Yeah, so that's what it meant. I see. Okay, in that case, let's go somewhere else. Let's go and see if anyone's playing Date Everything, which is what we're going to be playing tomorrow. Let's see now. Date Everything. Okay, there are a couple of people who are playing. I happen to know one of them. They have raided us before, I believe, a while back. This is... Okay, she just started stream. This is Belle Mythos, a Blue Moon Alchemist certified Yapper artist and Super Scuff artist. And Super Scuff gamer, sorry. Alright, so I do have work really early tomorrow, so unfortunately we're not going to stick around to chat so much. If you do want to chat with me though, we usually chat before we start the games. So if you want to join us for tomorrow's Thursday stream, it is at 8 p.m. GMT +8, and I stream every Monday and Thursday. If you want to know what am I streaming on the other weeks, feel free to follow me on my socials. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the Chinese New Year week. For those going back to work, rest well tonight, and hope that you get enough energy for tomorrow. Eat good, stay hydrated, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah! Okie doke. See you guys. I'ma miss you till tomorrow. Bye-bye. Night-night, Hime. Night-night. Thanks for chatting with me and for sticking around, even though it was a short period of time. I'm so sorry, Pilot. I wish we had more time to get to know each other, but I hope that we'll get to see you again in a future stream. Don't forget to follow so you see me again. Okay. じゃあね、またね。Good night. おやすみなさい。晚安睡好。马上大赢 is it 马上有对象？马上发财。Okay, bye bye.